Hey everyone, welcome back to Nick Case Designs. I am really excited to do a quick cut for you of the autumn wood soap that we did yesterday. So I've unmolded it already, and you can just see all those beautiful swirls. And then the glitter on top with the salt that's rolled in the copper sparkle mica. The colors are a little weird in the camera, but to be expected. I did tell you guys a little fib yesterday. I mentioned that there was no vanillin in this recipe or in this fragrance oil, and there is, but it's a very small percentage, so it is going to discolor a little bit. In fact, I actually think it's going to work more to our advantage because instead of just having straight like primary yellow and stuff like that, we're going to have like these darkened, sort of like the burnt shades that you would really associate with like fall, you know, like autumn crispy leaves and things like that. So I think it's actually going to work to our advantage. But I'm super excited. You can see the purple a little bit on the sides here, but I'm excited to look like the swirl. So I'm going to cut it on its side here so that we don't drag that mica through the soap. We are going to lose some salt too, so that's going to fall off, and that's okay. Just going to be what it is. So, oops, here I'm moving the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the soap. Awesome. I do get this question a lot, actually, on my Instagram, but Bud's Woodshop, you can see his logo in the video. Bud has a shop on Etsy, and he hand makes these cutters. He, I think, offers them at like 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and like 1.5 and 2. I'm not sure. He has a variety, and he does like single bar cutters. He does multi-bar cutters. I really wanted something like this. Prior to this, I was trying to cut with a cheese slicer, which some people do. AM Happy Soap does that, and I think they're gorgeous. But it's not for me. Anywho, so let's grab a bar from the middle. I'm going to be careful about touching the top. I don't want to mar anything going on in there. So here we go. Look at that. Those swirls are out of this world. And I love that you can really see every color, and that is the advantage to not over mixing your in the pot swirl. Because when you, I think I used to do this a lot, is that I would get a little overzealous with my swirling, and it would not necessarily work out in my favor. Because then your colors get muddy, they don't look great, you know. You know how it be. And aside from the design, this smells amazing. This is probably one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It's got a really nice, like fresh, like apple-y smell. But it's also got some hints of spice and like woodsy notes, like, I don't know, like fallen leaves, wet leaves. Definitely worth a try. And I've gotten comments about, you know, how I go about making my soap. I used to have really bad issues with glycerin rivers, and I think I've told you guys before in a video that I use actually a really high water discount. It's like a 30% discount. It's typically not recommended to do it above like I think like 20, because it accelerates your trace typically. So like I think when I was first learning about it, like I read on Brambleberry, like they suggest like a 10% water discount just to help with soda ash and glycerin rivers, which it does help those things. But then I was watching, who was I watching? I was watching Ophelia's Soapery, and she uses a pretty heavy discount. And she can sometimes cut her soaps like just a handful of hours after she makes them, which Who doesn't love that? Like, sometimes you're busy, you want to get it done. So I really appreciate that. Ooh, that's neat. There you got a little end here. Nothing fancy. And then I'll go ahead and move this, and I will cut the, if you remember, my extra. So I think, just for fun, I don't know, how do I want to cut this? I think I am going to cut it down just because I'm feeling super lazy. But I think I'm going to cut it on a diagonal. That sounds fun. I'm the only one that uses this anyway, so. Oops, wrong knife. So for this, you want to use a nice non-serrated edged blade if you're going to straight cut your soap. And you never want to put your hand directly in the knife, so you want to like hold it kind of like this. So I'm going to go at a fun diagonal because why not? And then just go straight down. We've mentioned this before. I am very bad at going down in a straight line. And then once it's gone through, don't pull the soap off, just rock it off, like roll it. So give it a little bit of a twist, and it should just pop off. I guess sometimes more than once. So there we have like a groovy soap triangle. That's fun. I actually do prefer really large bars, so these work out well for me. And there you go. So that's the cutting of the Autumn Wood soap. Let me know what you think. If you have an idea for a soap that you want done or another product you want me to make, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. You'll get updates whenever I post something new, which I try to do at least every other day. I'm super busy right now at work, but it's going to get better. I'm still new. So yeah, keep it up and let me know. Have a wonderful night, y'all, and we will see you for the next one. Bye.